Hello everyone, welcome to Turbo Pop Designs. So for today we are going to learn how to draw a BMW, and before we do it we have to understand the design language of BMW. So design language of BMW comprises of four main features. So the first is that of the kidney grills. So essentially what is meant by the kidney grills is just the two holes that you see on the intake. So in the past, with the 03 series, right now you have two huge holes at the front that serve as the intake, and as well as to give the car huge road presence. So these are the kidney grills. So second, what we have a long bonnet. What's meant by long bonnet is that when you compare where the front windscreen starts in relation to the center of the front wheel, you can see that there's actually a rather significant distance. So we're talking about long bonnet and also a distance between where the windscreen starts as well as the center of the front wheel. So that's a long bonnet that we're talking about. So third, we have the Hofmeister kink. What's meant by the Hofmeister kink? It sounds rather elusive, sounds rather cool. So the Hofmeister kink actually refers to the C pillar or D pillar, depending on the car, depending on the model. So the pillar, the last pillar of the car, that actually swoops back with the kink, as opposed to other brands such as Mercedes or Audi, which generally have the cars end or finish their C pillars by a tapering effect, such as the A6 or the S-Class. You get what I mean? Okay, so the fourth feature is that of the bangle butt. Oh, sounds funny, right? Bangle butt. Whose butt is that? So Bang actually refers to Chris Bangle, and he was the previous BMW design chief. So what he did was that he introduced this controversial design feature to BMW's cars. So they call it a bangle butt. What it means that let me just draw it out for you. So it might become obvious to you after a while. Well, just a very conceptual sketch, just to give you a look of the bangle butt. So what is meant by the bangle butt? So the bangle butt actually refers to this part of the car, of the boot, in which the lid is actually higher than conventionally. So when you compare to other cars, you can see that let's say the side profile. Let's say a borrowing car would have its boot lid flush with the shoulder line of the car, with the rest of the car, and something like that, right? But for the case of BMW, things are a bit different. Or rather, for the case of most modern cars, which have emulated the design cue of the bangle butt, is that they have chosen not to flush the rear boot lid with the rest of the car. So what has happened is that the rear boot lid has been raised with the use of the bangle butt, such that it sort of cuts through the side profile of the greenhouse of the car. So you can see it cuts through here instead of being flush over here. So there's a difference of the height, you can see. So that's the difference. So with all these design cues, we can now actually begin to draw our own BMW concept. So let me just show you how I will do it, just a very quick sketch in a couple of minutes. So right here we begin by just setting the outline of the car. A very quick one. Alright. So what we're doing here is just give the car some outline. You can know the proportions of the car. So leave some space for the kidney grills, so on. Okay, so right, So the first thing we take note of is the long hood, which is already accounted for over here. And next, we also have the Hofmeister King. Well, pardon. This is just the confluence of all these lines here. It makes it a bit messy, but I hope you can see it. And next, we also have the Hofmeister King. So we intentionally make the bully higher than usual. So that's the second design cue of BMW's cars. Okay, so just add on this thing, shoulder line. Okay. So I have no idea what this car is all about, but perhaps something like a 4 series or something. So let us just continue over here, just adding some details. Okay, we now move on to the kidney grills. Just some huge kidney grills. Okay, looking good. Plus the BMW's badge on top on the bonnet. So just a bulging hood, perhaps a V8 underneath, who knows. Okay, so the quick headlights. Well, I'm not fussing too much over the creativity of the design. It's just to show you the general proportions and the cues of the car. Okay, so the front bumper. Well, not too much details again, just to show you the details, the cues of the car. Okay, some details, the kidney grills and lights. I don't know how it's gonna be done. The angel eyes, whatever. Alright, so just end it off some shadings, give it a little bit more depth, and also not to forget shadowing. Right, so pretty much done. You see, plus the wing mirrors. Wow, not too much complex details. Anyway, you get the idea. So this is essentially how the BMW design language is all about. But you can see the key design features: kidney grills 1, long bonnet 2, Master King 3, and also the banger butt over here, number 4. So with that, that is all we have for the BMW design tutorial. So thank you for watching, and have fun designing your own BMW, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for further updates. See ya!